Going to do an insight video today. I did one yesterday talking about source living, and that's a term that I've been given to talk about um, this shift in consciousness, this shift in awareness, which is centered living. Source living is centered living, and source living is a way of being. It's a way of sort of living in your energy and living from moving from the 3D reality to the 5D reality. So source living is a term I've been given to try and start looking at sort of it, giving sort of wisdom and understanding to living from the fifth dimension, which is the energetic realm, the energetic reality. And this is where we all need to live. We all need to live from here if we were truly, if we want to evolve to a state of beingness and a state of source living and source energy and source vibration. It connects into the universal laws, which is the law of oneness, the law of vibration, the law of frequency, the law of universal correspondence, the universal law of attraction, compensation, the universal law of perpetual transmutation. And it all links into the master's teachings around sort of like Saint Germain, around sort of the violet flame, and how we dissolve and how we release. All the sort of like wisdom that I've had over the last year of doing these videos and these insights are all leading to this new way of state of being, which is source living. And source living is centered living, and centered living is this concept of the understanding that you are a vibration, you are a frequency, and that source energy, that source vibration, is where all creation and all manifestation comes from. And the source living and source centeredness then moves to the next dimension, which is the sixth dimension, which is the source creator, which all of us as beings have a source creator, and we have an essence. And this is what it's all leading to. And this is why I've been talking about the 3D reality and 5D reality, because it's a shift in consciousness and a shift in awareness where we start moving from 3D to 5D. And 3D is the external reality, and it's the understanding that that blueprint is actually only a reflection, only a mirror of the 5D the 5D reality, which is the energetic reality, the infinite reality, the infinite symbol of the eight, which is this horizontal eight that goes like this, which is the flow. It's the flow of source energy that just is constantly in the eternal moment. And it's the understanding that you are the creator, you have this vibration, you have this frequency. And source living and centered living is this new shift in consciousness, this new shift in awareness, that you have an understanding that you just sit in that center and you create from that vibration, that frequency. And what you create on that vibration, that frequency, then manifests into the 3D blueprint, and it creates the physical reality. So it's a shift in consciousness, it's a shift in awareness, it's manifestation. And it's a real sort of like, I keep saying, a game changer, because when your consciousness shifts to that, you start to realize that you are the source of all creation, you are the source of all manifestation, you are the source of all these vibrations, these frequencies. And these vibrations and frequencies in the eternal moment are infinite. And this is the infinite the infinite flow, the infinite sort of source energy that's in all of us. And it's the understanding that all vibrations and frequencies can be created. It's high, or the higher frequencies or the lower frequencies, are all being created from your one source, your one center. And when you realize this, then you start to see that reality is only a reflection of what's being created on the inner world. And again, this is the universal law of correspondence. The universal law of correspondence links with Lord Lanto and illumination, and it's sort of like it gives you the wisdom and the understanding on and like a key of consciousness again, that you know that your sort of like your vibration is what creates your reality. And it creates these higher vibrations or these lower vibrations, but they all come from you. Your source living and your centeredness is what creates and manifests. So again, this is the universal law of polarity, where the positive and the negative, and you start to realize that reality is not something that happens to you, but something that you create. And it also, you start to then see that it's not good or bad. It's just, how you're responding to the external reality. from your inner reality is what creates your experience, your feelings, your thoughts, your emotions. And you start to realize that you are a very powerful being. You're not powerless, but you're very powerful. And this is again links into the chakras and the centers, because you start to realize when you bring them online, you start to then vibrate as this frequency, as this vibration, and you have the ability to create and manifest. And this is source living, this is centeredness, this is centered living. And this is what the new shift in consciousness, the new shift in awareness is telling us. And they're all connected: the 3D blueprint, the 5D blueprint, and the 6D blueprint. The 6D blueprint is the creator, and when you open up to that, then you open up to source, vibration and frequency, and then you create an open channel to the source of all manifestation and creation. And you open up this channel of the infinite flow, where it flows into your centeredness, and it flows into your consciousness, so that you can then start to create and manifest at will. And this is the shift. This is the shift in consciousness. This is the shift in awareness. And it's so important, because when we start to realize that, then all limitation goes out the window. All there is infinite opportunities, infinite possibilities, and all we need to do is remain in that centeredness. And it's been a massive shift to me. I've been practicing with it for probably the last few months, and I go into work and there's things that happen that stress me out, and there's things that go on, and I have to keep going in the centeredness, and I have to keep aligning it, and I have to keep dissolving it. And this is again the violet flame. The violet flames, and all flames symbolic of, when you see spiritual visions or flames, are symbolic of harmonizing, dissolving, and releasing. And this is what this time's about. But releasing is the opening of the door of consciousness, the door of awareness, that you are this creator, you are the manifestator of all reality, as this source creator. And this is what this time's about. And this is why it's so important that we talk about this at the moment. So again, centered living is going into this vibration, is feeling your energy vibrate with this infinite source energy, and knowing that you can create and manifest, and you can shift any reality experience, any feeling, any thoughts. You can shift those just through a vibration, just through a frequency. And again, this is the fifth dimension. The fifth dimension is, they say, like bringing heaven on earth, but the fifth dimension is much more than that to me. It's the doorway to energetic living, to vibrational and frequency living. And then you know that you can attune your vibration, your frequency, to any kind of vibration, to shift and change any kind of feeling, any kind of emotions, thoughts, reality, experience. You shift it. You shift it through your centered living, your source living. And this is why source is so important. Source is the infinite energy and vibration and frequency that creates and manifests all things, and that is your essence. And it's about us getting in touch with our essence, our source vibration, and shifting it. And again, like you keep saying, the universal laws are keys of wisdom, keys of consciousness, that bring you back into source living and source vibration and source frequency and source reality, back to your source creator, your essence, which is what lives in all of us. And it's all part of our beingness, of one being, one vibration, one frequency, that we are no different to the infinite beings in different realities. We have the same essence, we have the same source creation, we have the same source vibration. What the only difference is, we're incarnate, they're not incarnated. We're incarnated with like a human form. They're not. They don't have a human form. They have a frequency, a vibration of light and energy. And this is the masters, this is the beings, these are the angels, are all beings, but they're all source energy. They're all the same as me and you. So this is the shift, this is the understanding, this is the consciousness, and it's about living in that. So you have to live as a vibration, you have to live as a frequency, and when you do that, you live in the fifth dimension. And then you also have access to your source energy, your source vibration, and your source creator. And this is the shift in time. This is the shift in awareness, which is what we need, into the eternal moment. This is what I've been talking about, the eternal moment. This is what I've been talking about over the last year on these vibrations, these frequencies. Practical tools: go into your energy, sit in your centeredness and feel what your vibration feels. Start to feel what your source vibration, your source essence feels like, and you'll start to feel lighter, you start to feel brighter, you'll feel warm, you'll feel infinite. You feel like this massive vibration where you feel all things and you feel rooms and stuff like that, and that's your vibration of your source energy coming online. So take time to feel that vibration, and take time to create and manifest daily to start to feel what it's like. um, if something comes in that you don't like, sit in your centeredness, sit in your vibration, and shift and change it to a different reality, a different experience. Create a vision of what you want. This is what manifestation is. This is what the law of attraction is. This is what all things are. And it's just a case of shifting your consciousness into that state of being, to feel that vibration, that frequency, and you can shift and change your reality and enter the source energy, source living, source vibration, centeredness, and the eternal moment. And that's the insight for today.